What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Today, the transfer saga continues, man. Arsenal at it again, linked with everyone and signed no one. You know how it goes, people. Again, we're being linked with players. Again, History Channel settings on the green screen. Is it worth me putting one of these current players on there? Not really. You know, it's very hard to connect with this team at the moment. And the football club, they're penny pinching again. They're being linked with everyone. They're putting in offers that are being rejected. But all we can do is hope that things are going to get better, you know. Let's hope we get there. Listen, we need, just quickly, as Tim's saying there, do me a favor, people. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that button. We need around 25 subscribers on this video to hit 27k. So that'll be a great way to start the week. I'm sure we can hit that. I'm fully confident in that. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up my boy Franny Green, FFTV. Yes, people. Hope you all had a great weekend. Ready to hit the wheel hard. No full throttle means no champagne. Ain't that the truth, bro? It's the players. Oh, man, you know. Super Kev. We'll have to get him back on eventually. Big up Ebby in the chat. Kessie. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of these players that Arsenal are being linked with. Yeah, loving it. I told you, man, I'm the History Channel until further notice. You will only see players from the past because that's all I can talk about now is players from the past. You know, when I have an argument with my friends about football teams, Arsenal, they support Man U, I can't talk about no one who plays for the team now. I have to talk about these man here, Vieira, Petit, Henry, and them, man. History Channel settings, you know. But listen, people, let's have a look at the latest. Arsenal have made another offer for Albert Lokonga. The guy is a Belgian international. You've probably heard about him in recent days. And it looks as if a deal may get done for him. Patrick Timmons put a very good report up about him here. He said, you know, he's club captain of Anderlecht in Belgium at the age of 21, club captain. And he's in the Belgium squad. And apparently Thierry Henry has recommended that Arsenal get this deal done. I'm not saying that because Thierry has recommended him means we have to sign him. Because let's face it, Thierry is not the best of managers, if we're being totally honest. Arsenal just doing strange things again. Now, I understand how negotiations work in football, in business. They want £17 million for him, and Arsenal have offered £14 million, and they've rejected it. And again, they're probably sitting there saying, now listen, let me say something, first of all. I don't particularly know how good this guy is, right? So like John's saying, there is he levels. I'm not going to stick my neck out on the line and say, this guy is an amazing player and we need to get him. I honestly couldn't tell you. I've watched some videos. I watched a couple games of him now. I've seen some press reports in Belgium. They're saying he's a bit similar to like a Yaya Toure or whatever like that. Not quite as attacking, quite tall, lanky player. Gets across the pitch very well, can tackle, can pass, a bit of everything. They've asked for 17 million quid for him. He's 21. He's in the Belgium squad. He's their captain. And Arsenal have offered 14. Now, listen, sometimes if somebody wants a set price for something, you offer less than that because you're trying to just, you know, get a better deal. But sometimes when there's interest, you know, apparently Seville want him, Porto are looking at him as well. Sometimes you've just got to act like a big club and just say, do you know what? We want him. He's £17 million. That doesn't break the bank for Arsenal Football Club. Just pay the 17 and move on from it. You know, there's number one. Tick him off the list. Move on to the next one. But we turn up. Apparently, we offered £12.5 million last week for him. We've now turned up with 14 million. They're asking for 17 million. You know, what we're going to do next week, offer 15.5 million, and they'll reject that. And he'll end up probably signing for Seville. Just get the deal done. This should be pocket change for Arsenal, 17 million quid. Let's be totally honest. It's just frustrating. And I get it, you know, you don't just pay all the time what somebody wants. But why do we always, you know, play around and, you know, we tend to mess these deals up. It's not like Man United who are negotiating Sancho and you're talking 80, 90 million. You're talking 17 million compared to 14. Is that 3 million really ruining the football club? As AMN said here, reports said Arsenal offered 40. Apparently, Arsenal offered just under 17 million euros. They want 17 million pound. Maybe it got lost in translation. That Arsenal thought they'd offered what they wanted for him. Yeah, we've offered you the 17, but they're going, yo, big man, that's in Jamaican dollars, bro. That ain't in pounds. You know what I mean? So they're moving mad. I mean, listen, I'm not going to get hyped up about this guy. I don't know much about him. As we always say, man, TK Maxx settings, man, the sale rack. They're saying this guy could be a replacement for Mohamed El Neni. So not necessarily a replacement for Granit Xhaka. So he wouldn't be the marquee centre midfield signing of the season. In that sense. But I look at it like this. The guy's 21. He's a Belgian international. It's 17 million pounds. Worst case scenario, if you handle this guy properly while he's at the club, you get your money back just for the fact he's in the Belgium squad and he's young. So I don't see what the problem is. It's not like they've got a clear route to just buy him and they can waste time negotiating. There's two other clubs that are trying to buy him as well. So if Seville just go, you know what, Arsenal are ramping this 17 million. It's Buendia part 2 and I'm back on here going crazy again. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal, get the deal done. I don't walk into the club shop and say, listen, how much for the new home shirt? And they go, 70 quid. I go, right. Can I give you £40 and pay you the other 30 in installments over the next 6 months? It just don't work like that, does it? You pay the money or you leave it on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it, bro. Yo, you lot let me know. Am I being too harsh on Arsenal here? Maybe you lot look at it as this is just business and this is how it works. But to me, I see nothing but penny pinching. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not buying a guy for £80 million. Then I would understand. We're buying a man for £17 million. Like, come on. I just don't like this penny pinching business. Klarna business, as you say, man. They're trying to pay it over 6 months. I don't get it, man. Just go on bigger than that. 14 million and £1. You know what I mean? They never build on any transfers. You get this one done. You say, right, there's the first one done. Now we move. We get the next one. It's just mad. Come on, Curtis. You can't argue with that. The shirt price is set. You know what I'm saying, though, innit, man? You can't walk in JD Sports and say, yo, man, I like these trainers, £100. How about I give you 50 and I'll sort you the rest out next week? You just don't go like that, bro. Pay the money, man. You know what I mean? They bring out shirts at extortionate prices, but yeah, they touch in everything, little progress. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know when a man goes in a clothes shop and he's trying on about 8 T-shirts and 4 pairs of jeans, and in the end, he just walks out and says, yeah, I don't want any of them. Do you know what I mean? You're just time wasting right now. Stop the window shopping business, man. 50-cent settings, Just buy the man if you want the man. What's 17 million? Jeez, man. Arsenal, they're something else. They're something else, this club. A guy we've hardly ever heard of, let's be totally honest. Arsenal penny pinching that 250 million loan. Bro, I told you, man, that 250 million loan, number one, if they've done that, that is not all going back into transfers. It's just as simple as that. They're not doing it. If we can't buy a guy for 17 mil, we go off for 14 and then this, that, the other. And, we're going to have a battle now with Seville to get him. We ain't got no 250 million. 250 yen. You know them ones, bro. We ain't got 250 million. I remember back in the day, man, you used to go in Asda. And you go up certain aisles and there'll be a little old lady there who worked for Asda and, there might be a new cake out or something and they'll have the little samples on there and they'll go, oh, do you want to try a bit of this? Nah, I don't want none, man. But Arsenal are just sampling everything on every aisle and they're filling themselves up and then leaving, man. Just stop being tight, man. Man said JD do Klarna, free interest-free payments. All right, I let him off, but I'm trying to say it, man. These men are mad. Stop the penny pinching business, Arsenal, man. So Albert Lokonga seems like he could be on his way to Arsenal, but with Arsenal, you never know. Now, what I find funny with Arsenal right now is I remember a few years ago, you guys will remember, of course, Arsenal beat Aston Villa in the FA Cup final, battered them. Sanchez scored that rocket off the crossbar. Villa were relegated not long after. They ended up in the Championship. 2 seasons ago, they were nearly relegated. They stayed up a couple of games from the end of the season. Last season, they did well. Finished just below us in the league. Beat us twice. And all of a sudden, we've just become Aston Villa's little side piece, who they can just, deal with us as and when they please. They come and sign our best goalkeeper for £20 million, Aston Villa. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. Now Bernd Leno wants to leave, and we're scrambling to find a number one. Emi Buendia, who we scouted for over a year, number one target in the attacking midfield role, they stump us and come and sign him. And him and Emi are trolling us, putting up pictures. Now I'm hearing, the other day, we heard, Aston Villa have made an offer for Emile Smith-Rowe, 25 million quid. And I'm like, the audacity of this team, the way they're moving right now. And now I'm hearing reports that Aston Villa are coming back with another bid for Emile Smith-Rowe, £30 million. Now, I've been having a debate on Twitter this morning about this whole situation, right? Some people are saying, Aston Villa are wasting their time, blah, blah, blah. There's no way he's going to go. Emile Smith-Rowe has a year left on his contract. Apparently, his contract is around £30,000 a week, which for a team of Arsenal's standard is not a big contract. There's no smoke without fire. I just get the impression when a club makes a second offer for a player, I think they have been given some sort of encouragement that they can get hold of him. I don't think it's just as clear cut as, they're saying he's got 2 years left on his deal. Apologies. I don't think it's as clear cut that they're just making offers because they think he's a good player. I don't think it's as clear cut as that. I think someone's saying to him, do you know what? If Arsenal keep messing about, we're prepared to listen to what you've got to say. Now, I understand, like you said, it's probably his agent. An agent's job is to represent his player. So what he's going to do, he's going to try and put pressure on Arsenal. Arsenal have offered Smith-Rowe a contract. Maybe they're not happy with it. Maybe Aston Villa are going, do you know what? We'll give you 70, 80 grand a week. And he might be saying, look, you've got to match that or go beyond that if you want him to stay at the football club. But the story by itself is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You don't see Mallorca in Spain making an offer for a player at Real Madrid, unless it's some little side piece player that never plays. You're talking about one of our best young players at the football club. Aston Villa are preparing to submit an improved bid of £30 million for Arsenal playmaker Emile Smith-Rowe. The London Giants, I appreciate the fact they're calling us Giants, knocked back an opening offer of £25 million from Villa for their academy product last week. Do you know how embarrassed I would feel if I was Arsenal Football Club that Villa are turning up to our door with chest, fam, pumping chest. Do you know what I mean? Saying, give me Smith-Rowe. You know what I mean? They're turning up with confidence. Villa aren't afraid of us, They slapped us twice last year. They took our keeper. You know what I mean? Man said Arsenal was that girl at school she was paying. Now she's butters and Villa's are that girl who was and glowing up. I'm telling you, Arsenal are a mess. Arsenal are, they used to look like a supermodel. Now they're, the cleaner. They've downgraded big time, man. I don't know what's happened. Yo, listen, I appreciate the website calling us London Giants still. I really do appreciate that. But nah, man, we need to fix up. What's taking so long? Why has Smith-Rowe not signed a deal? Why are these guys turning up and putting offers in? We should be putting offers in for Aston Villa players, even if they're rejecting it. I wouldn't mind if Arsenal had gone, you know what? 40 million offer for John McGinn, 70 million offer for Jack Grealish. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see Aston Villa make it. If Aston Villa are making offers for our players, come and sign El Neni, bruv. Come and sign Granit Xhaka or Bellerin. You know what I mean? Don't come here and sign Eddie and Nketiah. Don't come here and try and buy Emile Smith-Rowe. Bruv, Joshua, don't get me started with this. I heard that someone said this to me the other day. Oh, Smith-Rowe wouldn't leave. He kissed the badge. I said, bruv, relax, man, relax. Kissing the badge means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. It might mean in that moment, he feels some passion towards the football club. But let me tell you, when you're on 30 bags and a team turns up with 75 bags, and you've also got to look at it like this. Emile Smith-Rowe plays 10. All right, he plays in the 10 role. He didn't get in the Arsenal team till November, December. And he also was dropped at times for Martin Odegaard. Now, he will be aware that Arsenal are trying to get another number 10, whether that's Odegaard or Fekir or, whoever we end up getting. Aston Villa might be saying to him, do you know what? Jack Grealish plays on the left. Buendia plays on the right. He's preferably a 10, but he starts on the right a lot of the time. Can you imagine Grealish, Smith Rowe and Buendia behind Watkins with McGinn and Douglas Luiz behind him? That is a problem. And they play good football as well. Do you know what I'm saying? They play good football. So Arsenal need to be honest with what is going on here. I told you, Arsenal need to get out of this thought process that we're the mighty Arsenal. Players will join us just because we're Arsenal. Players won't leave us just because we're Arsenal. Like William's saying here, Smith Rowe's kissing the badge. Nah, bro, he's kissing the bag. You know what I'm saying? He's getting that badge and going, thank you very much for giving me enough money to buy this Ferrari that I'm driving home in. Thank you very much. Yeah. For giving me enough money that when I walk in the nightclub, I can get anything I want in here. Yeah. That's what he's kissing. He ain't kissing the badges. Oh, Arsenal, I love you so much. Like, forget all that. Forget all the kissing the badge business. Rooney kissed the badge. Born and bred Everton fan. Next minute, the man was at Man United. Kissing the Man United badge at Goodison Park. Kissing the badge means nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care about no kissing badge business. Arsenal need to fix up. Come and take our leftovers. You're taking my meal off the plate. You know what I'm saying? We're moving mad. Listen, it's an offer at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. We're just going to reject it anyway. But what I'm saying, teams are looking at Arsenal like small food now, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? These lot think they're the sharks in the ocean. And we're some little Finding Nemo goldfish swimming around the ocean now. You know what I mean? We're not even dealing with the big boys now. It's different when, if Man City were offering Smith Rowe, I'd be like, all right, do you know what? I kind of get that, you know what I mean? But Aston Villa, we got teams finishing below us trying to take our players. It's all mad. It's all mad. Arsenal, what have we become, people? I'm telling you. Highbury's turned into flats now, man. We need to just go and evict them all and move back in. You know what I mean? Just go back, man. I don't know what we're doing right now. We moved here to compete with Bayern Munich. We're now competing with Aston Villa. No disrespect to Aston Villa, but yo, come on. You know what I mean? What's going on right now? That man was in the Championship a few years ago. I don't know what's going on. Man City out here moving for Harry Kane, bro. If anyone hasn't seen that news today. Man City have made £100 million offer for Harry Kane. This is the team who's won the title. This should be the level that we're aspiring to at least get towards and challenge. And we can't buy some unknown man from Belgium for £17 million. Some brother that I've never heard of before 2 weeks ago. I haven't even packed this guy in a bronze pack on FIFA before. I don't even know him. And we can't buy this brother for 17 million. Yet Man City out here trying to buy Harry Kane for 100 mil. I don't know what. Yo, people, make it make sense to me. That's all I need to know. I need somebody to make it make sense. One of you in the comments tell me that I'm overreacting and we're good next year. We're getting top 4. And when the Euros finishes, we're going to spend this 250 million that we've apparently got somewhere. Please give me some belief. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't get it. People are telling me, yeah, after the Euros, we're going to spend 250 million. I'm like, bruv, don't do it to yourself. Don't even believe it. Don't even for 1 second believe it. We finished 8th. A guy said to me in the comments in my last video, he said, Curtis, you're overreacting. I said, what? We just finished 8th. We're not even in Europe. We're Brexit FC. They've kicked us out of Europe. And now we can't sign some unknown brother for 17 million. We haven't sold one player. Bruv. I don't get it. I don't get it, people. I'm mesmerized by this football club, the way they do business. I do not understand what they're trying to achieve. I don't get it. I don't get how we expect to get back in the top 4. Forget the title. Forget, Man City for now. We're being overtaken by teams like Leicester. Leicester have finished above us for a couple of years now. They've signed Patson Dakar. They've signed Samare, a player that we were linked with for over a year. Every Arsenal fan is saying, go and get Basuma. Basuma's putting up Instagram pictures with an Arsenal shirt in the background. I mean, does this guy need to flirt with you much more? And still, Arsenal are turning a blind eye. They go to Brighton and try and sign Ben White. You know, no disrespect to Ben White, but yo, what's going on, man? If you want Ben White, sign Ben White. That's what my issue is with Arsenal. If you want Ben White, I want to see him holding up the shirt. And then I'll say, all right, cool, I see. You're moving like a big club now. You wanted Ben White, you signed Ben White. Oh, we offered for Ben White. It got rejected. Now we're trying to get some unknown brother from Belgium because Thierry Henry told us he looks good in training. I mean, please, people, please, where are we going, man? You got Edu jet skiing in Portugal. Arteta, we haven't heard from since the season finished. He's probably painting pictures back in Spain trying to be Picasso. You know what I mean? The Cronques haven't spoken to us. I don't know what's going on. We're just waiting for new kits to come out. That's all it is right now. You know, new kits are out all over the place. Arsenal are offering, just for anyone who wants to know, Arsenal are offering free shirt printing for anybody who buys the away shirt from the club shop. So that tells me that all isn't well with shirt sales because believe me, Arsenal don't give you anything. They don't give you anything, right? So if they're giving you a name on the back of the shirt for free, that means something's going wrong with that yellow shirt. I told you, that piss-stained shirt ain't going nowhere, fam. Yeah, I told you. Man ain't buying that glow-in-the-dark shirt. Right now, Arsenal fans, you know, we're trying to hide the Arsenal shirts. No disrespect. I haven't wore an Arsenal shirt in public for probably since Villarreal knocked us out at the semi-final. I ain't wearing some glow-in-the-dark shirt that I can't hide nowhere that everyone's going to see me in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wearing that. So now they're trying to, come and get your shirt and get a Aubameyang printed on the back for free. Oh, behave yourself. You can keep that name on the back of the shirt, mate. Give me some players. Sign some proper players, man. Don't give me some 17 million unheard of player and you ain't even getting that one over the line. I think we need to wake up. Seriously, I think we need to wake up. I don't understand what we are as a football club. People think we're spending $250 million after the Euros. This is what man are messaging me, telling me, people. All I want is togetherness from the fan base. Everyone be on the same page. Yo, we're an absolute mess. We went from this behind us to an email on the phone saying, come and get a free name on the back of the shirt. That's where we've gone. That's where we've gone. We had man turning up for pre-season, holding up the trophies from last season. Now man are saying, come and get your new shirt with a name on the back for free. That's the best we can give you. The Arsenal Twitter page keeps putting up highlights of individual players. Oh, come and have a look at the fantastic season that Kieran Tierney had in this little 2-minute clip. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know how it's ended up being this. I feel like I'm ranting again, people. I apologize. I don't want to always seem negative, you know, but yo, I don't know what's going on with the football club. Yeah, I got the email. I got the email from Arsenal. Come and get the new away shirt and get a free name printed on the back. They're also saying, come and have the vaccine this weekend at the Emirates and you'll get a free tour of the ground. That's the other email. So they're trying to give me a vaccine in one arm and a name on the back of the shirt. And I'm going to walk out with, you've stabbed up my arm with a vaccine and you've took about £80 off me, some glow-in-the-dark away shirt that I'd be ashamed to wear right now. No, man, you man, keep that. I deleted that email as soon as I read it. I don't want none of that. Keep all of it. Sign some players. That's what I want to see. Do you know what I mean? Man said Aston Villa are trying to sign Gunnosaurus. Them man want our mascot. They want a goalkeeper. They want our number one target. They want our best youngster. It's all mad. I don't know what's going on. Emailing man to come and get a free name on the back of the shirt. What kind of foolishness is this? You can keep that shirt, bruv. I don't want nothing to do with that. Big up the McManus with a super chat. He said, this is how stupid the club is. Come get the new shirt and get it printed for free. Buy some decent players and we might. Ain't rocket science, is it? You get Jack Grealish through the door. Guess what? I might want a new shirt. But you ain't going to do that. You're telling us that you're going to spend $250 million in one transfer window. because shirt sales are down. Clearly, shirt sales are down. They don't give you anything for free, right? So if they're printing names on the back of the shirts, then shirt sales are down. I haven't even seen that yellow shirt too much out on the roads, right? And also on top of that, season ticket renewals are open at the moment, and they've probably looked at that as well and said, I haven't renewed yet. I'm looking at it going, do you know what? Do I just do watch-alongs all next season? I don't know if I actually want to travel and spend money watching this team. It's mad. Yeah, man, have to put them Arsenal emails, they have to go in the spam. Just chuck them in the spam, brother. Edit that, put it in the spam. I don't want nothing to do with that. It's all mad, brother. I swear down. I know sometimes I go off on one, but the way this club moves, like you get the notification on your phone. So I see the Arsenal badge. So I open it quick because I'm thinking, have we signed someone? So I open it, bang. And I get a picture of Gunnosaurus saying, come to the Emirates this Sunday for your vaccine and you can get a free tour of the Emirates. And I'm like, and then the day after, bang, notification. All right, let's go. Who have we signed? Have we got Ben White? Have we bid for Basuma? What's going off? Come and get your name printed on this piss-stained shirt from the club shop. I mean, I have to spam it, people. I have to put them in the spam. They'll be on the naughty step right now, I'm telling you. I can't move like this, man. I don't move like this. You know what I mean? Growing up, I wore that Arsenal shirt with pride, man. Now I'm having to hide the shirts. You know what I mean? They're in the junk cupboard right now collecting dust. It's mad. Got Gunnosaurus telling me to come and get vaccinated at the Arsenal ground, and afterwards I can walk around and have a look at all the players that we haven't signed. Now, man, you lot can relax with them emails. Spam's no business, bruv. Straight in the spam. It's mad. Got City trying to buy man for 100 mil. We're out here, trying to give man a name on the back of the shirt. It's crazy, bruv. Ah, dear me. Right, there we go. The little rant's over, people. Apologies. I'm going to put more things up that are going to get you going as well, though. You know what I mean? Because this club, man, I don't get it. I don't know what's happened. Look at this picture. Just to add to it. These are... Do you know what? No wonder Arsenal don't buy players from the Premier League. Yeah, we might have to set up a GoFundMe, man. There's 17 million Arsenal followers on Twitter. If we all pay, what, £4? That'll get us Grealish. SB said, big up, Curtis. So much I rate your vids and you share the same birthday as my sister. Big up, man. Yeah, man. Birthday's on Thursday. I have the same birthday as Lionel Messi. So, yeah, I suppose that's one positive. But I'd love Arsenal to deliver us a few players. Yeah, I'll put Coleman on the back of the shirt just for banter. Do you know what I mean? just walk out with Coleman on the back of the shirt. Oh, dear. Right, these are the last five... these are the last 5 players that Arsenal have signed from Premier League clubs. Into your answer, my birthday is on Thursday. Big up, man. Big up, bro. What a birthday. Neil said, I've cancelled my membership. I don't blame you, bro. I do not blame you. Baller Day, Curtis and Messi. These are the last 5 players that we've bought in the Premier League. I mean, do you know what? I'm always saying, that we should buy players from the Premier League. But when Arsenal turn up in the Premier League, I mean, if this isn't the sale rack, I do not know what is. Every one of them players we've signed at the back end of their career, they're all players that the clubs were trying to get rid of, overpaid, past their best. And you could say all of these guys pretty much flopped. Peter Cech, we signed him when he was old. He was okay. We got a couple good years out of him, but I don't think he was great. He was too slow, in my opinion. Mkhitaryan flopped. In the end, we had to pay him to leave, right? And in return, we gave them one of the best wingers we've ever had, although he flopped, the piano player at United, Alexis. David Luiz, we got what we paid for, 7.8. He was average. He was past his best. Cedric, Southampton didn't offer him a new contract at the age of 28. That tells you everything about him. Decent squad player, nothing special. And Willian, I mean, what do we need to say about Willian? I mean, Willian should give all Arsenal fans free food in his restaurant in London as an apology for what he's put us through this season. You know, Willian has his best season ever at Chelsea, comes to Arsenal and just absolutely, do you know what I mean? Just downgrades as quick as you can possibly downgrade, Willian. It should be free food. Turn up with an Arsenal shirt on, you get a free meal. Because this guy has literally took us for a joke this season. And again, Arsenal are going to have to pay this brother to leave. You know what's going on here. You know Arsenal are going to pay this guy a check to leave the football club. Should be free food business. He should turn that into a food bank. All Arsenal fans get free meals. Because you can't put us through that. Williams, look at there's no fans in the stadium. He would have left already, bruv. He wouldn't be at Arsenal no more. Him, Arteta, them man would have been long gone. Another double agent. I'm telling you, I swear these man send people to Arsenal on purpose to come and sabotage. Do you know what I'm saying? To just make things worse. We need to stop buying these man. You know what I mean? Willian, Chelsea. Cedric, Southampton. Luis, Chelsea. Mkhitaryan, Man United. Peter Cech, Chelsea. We don't learn, man. Go to the Premier League clubs and buy proper players. Stop buying these foolish players. Look at them bargain prices. Free, 7 million, exchange 12 million. What kind of foolishness is that? You know? Crazy. Mate, that Willian deal, you're right, South London's finest. Edu, man. Edu, they should just tell him, don't fly back from Portugal. Stay on that jet ski, mate, till it runs out. You know, don't bother coming back. I'm telling you now, Willian, Cedric, Keogh, and Edu, they bought a house on that deal. I'm telling you now. They got at least a house out of that deal because how Cedric is getting released by Southampton and getting a 4-year deal at Arsenal is just unbelievable. And Willian gets a 3-year deal on nearly 200 bags. Nah, man, nah. That needs a full investigation, I'm telling you. And I mean full investigation. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Just leave Edu in Portugal, man. Leave Arteta in Spain. Don't even come back. Just tell him the airport's closed, man. COVID. You can't come back. You know, just get rid of him. Kia keeps bumping us, man. Keeps bumping us. No, Cedric ain't that bad, but come on. 4-year deal for a 28-year-old getting released by Southampton. Nah, man. No. He's not even better than Ainsley was at right back. There was no point doing it. It didn't even make sense. Ah, dear. I just don't... Do you know what? I didn't even plan to come on the stream and be like this. But when I did a little research, I was like, yo, what is actually going on here? Like, I don't even understand the way we're moving. And I see these little stats like the last 5 players we bought out of the Prem. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. These signings alone need the recruitment team fired. Cech left on a free. Mkhitaryan, we paid him to leave. David Luiz left for free. Cedric will probably leave for free. And Willian, we'll probably have to pay him to leave. Because he ain't going nowhere. Wild. Absolutely wild, mate. Even Stan Kroenke from a business point of view, forget the fact whether he cares about the football club or not, which we know he doesn't care about the football club. Even from a business point of view, that is absolutely ridiculous, the way we're moving. Yeah, government inquiry, man. Boris, look into that. Something stinks about them transfers. But no, man, I just think I love optimism in life, right? Believe it or not, I'm a very optimistic person in life. I always try and see the best. But when it comes to Arsenal, I'm sorry, but I can't fall for it. Because they set these traps every single season. So it'll be like, right, guess what? New shirts coming out. And the season tickets are about to be renewed. So what we'll do, we'll feed a James Maddison story to the press. So they'll get Ornstein, they'll get John Cross, they'll get Fabrizio Romano, they'll get all these guys to start putting out stories. Arsenal want James Maddison for 60 million. James Maddison is very keen on Arsenal. You know, Arsenal have got 250 million to spend and they're going to buy 5 major players. And everyone, what you do, you all go on your phone. And what we do, we go, right, I'll have that away kit. I'll have that home kit. You can put the name on the back. Season ticket, yeah, I'll renew it. 4 of them at £1,000 each. And then you sit there and you go, right, where's this 250 million? And where's James Maddison? and they'll go, actually, what we meant was Ryan Bertrand on a free transfer, Lokonga from Anderlecht, a guy you've never heard of, and probably Martin Odegaard on loan, and we'll spend about 40 million. But guess what? You've all bought your shirt, you've all renewed your season ticket, and now you're just going to put up and shut up. That's the way they deal with us, bruv. That's the way they deal with us. Unfortunately, that's how they deal with us. And if you keep doing the same thing happens over and over again. Like you said, Mike, war chest. How many years did we hear that from John Cross under Arsene Wenger? Arsenal have a war chest to spend this summer. Then what do you get? You renew your season ticket, you buy the shirt, and what do? 40 million and a pound. Luis Suarez. Do you know what I mean? Deal doesn't happen. We end up with Lucas Perez. That is Arsenal in a nutshell. And the same thing happens over and over again. A lot of people were saying at the start of this summer, we're going to sign Jack Grealish. I said, how? How are we going to sign Jack Grealish? Number one, we can't afford him, right? Because he'll cost 80 million and Villa ain't taking no Klarna business, pay it over all 7 years. He's their best player. So they're going to, all right, 80 million, give us 60 of that up front. Arsenal ain't doing that. Number two, Jack Grealish ain't going to want to come to Arsenal. Let's keep it 100 bands here. He is going to be eventually end up at Manchester City, at Liverpool, at Man United. Someone who's going to double the wages, give him Champions League football. You know, yeah, come and play for Arsenal, Jack. You wear 3 nice kits. We won't win anything. And, you know, what players are you even using to entice them to the football club? It's not like you're saying, yo, come and play with Prime Alexis and this. It's mad. You ain't got that to offer them. So we just got to be realistic. Remember when we only signed 33-year-old Peter Cech? Unbelievable. Won the FA Cup and signed Cech and no one else. Let's move on anyway, people. Let's move on. I'm getting carried away here. I don't know. Man said more like flat chest, not war chest. I'm telling you. Mate, Curtis, the Nielsen isn't changing. I go to the Emirates to get the vaccine and protest. Got to take pictures after training in new kits. I'm telling you, man. Saka is his brethren. That's something to attract him. It's not enough, though. It's not enough. You don't move companies because your brethren's there. You move because it works for you, man. This is a football career. It's a lot different. Well, listen, something that may put a smile on our face. Let's hope, people. Let's hope. We can only stay optimistic, man. Big up Don Draper as well. Hope you're good, bro. Go and follow him on Twitter, man. Got great knowledge, especially of the French league. Said, big up Big C. Arsenal being linked to 40 players since the start of the window. Brought no one, sold no one. As I said, linked with everyone, signed no one, you know. That's how we move, people. Andre Silva is being linked with a move to Arsenal. Now, a lot of you in the comments the other day were saying that this was a striker that you wanted Arsenal to go for if Lacazette was to leave. Portuguese international, currently at the Euros with Portugal. He's been starting on the bench, obviously, because, Cristiano Ronaldo is playing through the middle. He did score 28 goals last season and got 5 assists for Eintracht Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. They finished 5th, so just outside of the Champions League. And Arsenal being linked with him. Now, I remember when he was at AC Milan, when he went there and he struggled there. He went to Frankfurt, banged goals in there. Now a lot of clubs are being linked with him. How good is he? I've seen him a few times. Sinnott said Andre Silva is a running behind merchant. He won't cut it in the Prem. Isaac is way better, says Jay. Omar said I would take him. Frankfurt were decent. Jake said saw Andre Silva's goals, not that exciting. I mean, yeah, I get you on that. We want to see 30-odd rockets as fans, but, a banging goal is no more useful than a tap-in. It's just whether the way we play would get the best out of him. I still look at him slightly as a player that had an excellent season in a league, in a system that suited him. I still don't know how good overall Andre Silva is. I have to admit, when I've watched him for Portugal and for Milan, I was underwhelmed. But maybe he just needs the right system. Now, when you go deeper into this story, it says that Arsenal have actually been talking to his representatives for a few months, and Eintracht Frankfurt are willing to let him go. They want £34 million for him, which is age. He's a Portuguese international. 34 million. Now, apparently Arsenal are lining him up as a replacement if Lacazette leaves this summer. Now, surely you could get 20 million for Lacazette and then go and get Silva for an additional 14 million. It's not a lot of money. So we'll have to see. He used to miss sitters at Milan. He did struggle there from what I saw. He didn't look great. Silva would turn into Morata for us. Seems like a guy that needs a lot of service to get the goals. But listen, maybe he just needed to go to the right club and he's a different player. Silva is just Shamak with worse hair. That is harsh, man. One season wonder, I think. I thought Big C is going to bring out the new kit. Nah, none of that business, bro. I'm telling you. I told you, lot. There ain't going to be no new kit until we see significant, and I mean significant action, and I haven't seen that. Get Calvert-Lewin. He'd be very expensive. I don't think Arsenal would be willing to spend it. False manager, Arteta, false manager, says that Silva is not good, seriously. Listen, I don't know how good he is. From what I've seen, he doesn't look unbelievable. Omid said proper goal scorer. Dominic said, Curtis, would love to see you on AFTV more with Laurie, Turkish and Troops. Make it happen. Realist peeps. Big up, man. Big up. Silva ain't better than Lacazette. That's crazy. As I said, you guys have probably seen more of him than I have, to be honest. Seb said over 1.3K watching. Hit those likes. Help the channel hit 1K likes. It helps the stream and Curtis too, and it is free. And as I said, we only need about 12 more subscribers to get to 27K. So let's hit that today, people. Mike Howard said, love the vids, bro. I'm not buying that Milky Way rapper kit. Also, I want a striker that does it all over the world. They cost a lot of money. And Arsenal just don't like spending that kind of money. I'll take Daniel Malin back at this point. Obviously, a player that was at Arsenal previously that we let go and has done big things over there in Holland since he left the football club. So we'll have to see. Werner banged 30 goals. Look at him now. Listen, I'm still of the belief, and I had this argument with a few people, I still think Werner's going to do well. His movement, his pace, his work rate, he just couldn't finish, which I know sounds crazy, but I think when it clicks and he gets the confidence, I think he'll do all right. Not going to happen. Curtis Edu is incapable. Mr. Cheza said, just started my YouTube channel as well with one video. A big inspiration you are, Curtis. Arsenal are a joke. Edu trying to make his spice rub his gang hard so he can barbecue. Good luck with your channel, bro. Good luck, man. But yeah, Andre Silva. Andre Silva today. Who will it be tomorrow? That's how it is at the moment. 3 or 4 names every day. Linked with, interested in, been scouting him. You know, that's all it ever says. It never really says Arsenal have made an offer. You know, it's Arsenal have been linked with. Arsenal are looking at. Arsenal have spoken to. Arsenal are interested in. You know. No actual Arsenal have made an offer, and let's get excited. You know, where's the be excited? Big up to everyone. We've hit 27,000 subscribers. You know, small steps. You got to keep hitting these, marks. 27,000. Hoping to hit 30,000 by the start of the season. So big up to all of you lot for your support. Really appreciate it, man. And as I said, anyone in the fantasy league, the person that wins that, maybe we'll do a little prize giveaway for that. It certainly ain't going to be me. I'm in like relegation zone in my own fantasy league. Big up, Bavs. Hope you're well, bro. He said, hammers matters. Listen, man, I hope so. Listen, I've got to be honest. I would love Arsenal to sign James Maddison. I think he's a fantastic player. He's a goal-scoring number 10. He's a bit silky on the ball as well. He's the kind of number 10 that I want. I want a number 10 that can shoot from distance, that takes free kicks, that understands the Premier League. He's physically adjusted to it. You know, I felt with Odegaard, doesn't score enough and is a bit lightweight, even though I do think he's a good player. Make sure you check out Bavs 14's channel. Quality content there as well. Hope you're good, bruv. Congrats on 27K. Yeah, we just got to keep moving, man. Been hitting these little milestones. You know, they all add up. Been scouting MFC. Yeah, we're always looking. Curtis, how much would you sell Bellerin for? Honestly, anything above 15 million, I'd let him go. He's probably worth more, but he's on big wages, 100 grand plus a week. I just think you got to move on from him. We picked Nketiah over Malin. Oh, please, no. Do you know what? How hard was it to watch Serge Gnabry the other day, man, for Germany? I'm watching this guy just rip Portugal apart. And I'm looking, thinking, this guy would be the best winger. He would be one of the best wingers in the Premier League. You know, he's genuinely better than any winger at Arsenal. And that's no disrespect. You guys know I like Pepe and Saka. But Gnabry is absolute levels. And to think we got £7 million for that guy, it's just unbelievable. But I suppose you win some, you lose some. But that one really hurts, man. That one really hurts. Well done on 27K, more than Arsenal's transfer budget. Hey, man, if reports are true, man, 250 million people, you know, we're going to spend $250 million when this tournament finishes, the Euros. Nelson, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said, did you see our assistant manager, Mr. Earpods? He's also the Wales assistant. He even sings the Welsh national anthem. Yeah, he's Dutch. Oh, man. Is he actually Dutch? I didn't know that. I do know that he's involved with the Welsh national team. Again, what is he listening to on the earpods? That's all I want to know. He's probably a better coach than them than he is for us, you know. All they probably do is say, get the ball to Ramsey, get the ball to Gareth Wales, as I call him, Gareth Bale. It's quite simple. With Arsenal, I think he's got too much to think about. Doesn't quite work. A couple other stories. I mean, I'm not even going to click this one up and do the share screen, but apparently now, Matteo Guendouzi, remember him? Guendouzi obviously finished his loan the other day at Hertha Berlin, and it led to reports that Guendouzi may stay at Arsenal. He changed his social media and everything back to the picture of him in the Arsenal kit. He put Arsenal back in the bio, and it led to reports that he may possibly stay at the football club. Now, there's a story going around today that, number one, Dortmund were interested. But Marseille, who apparently were going to try and sign Guendouzi on loan earlier in the summer with an option to get him on a permanent, are now saying they just want him on a straight loan with no even obligation to buy him. And apparently, Arsenal may sell Guendouzi to Benfica. Now, I've got no problem with that. But the problem is, Benfica want to pay 10 million euros for Guendouzi. It's just under 8 million pounds. Now, I'm sorry, but from when we're being linked with an unknown Belgian player from Anderlecht, who's 21, for 17 million pounds, which, as I said, is not huge money. Arsenal should pay it if they want him. But why on the other side, when we're trying to sell a 21-year-old French international, okay, he's only got one cap for France, but the facts are he is a French international, 21 years of age, played in the Prem, Arsenal player. We're on about getting 7.5 million pounds. 10 mil, not even 10 million pounds, bruv, 10 million euros. 7.8 million pounds or something for a French international, you know, who apparently 2 years ago was being linked with PSG for 40 million. What is going on at Arsenal when it comes to transfers, man? It's absolutely wild. For me, like you're saying, I'd just keep the money. I would just keep him, sorry. I'd say keep the money. You know, I ain't letting him go for 7.8 million pounds. No chance. I'd rather keep him. I'd rather use him, but I just don't think Arteta wants to involve him. I don't think he likes his attitude. Under Emery, Matteo was the highest valued under-21 player in the world, was worth 50 million, and now he's worth 8. The Arteta effect, people. The Arteta effect. You know what I mean? The Legend of Renegade, thank you for the super chat. Bro said, been looking forward to more Arsenal therapy. These transfer rumours are depressing. Do you know what? Because I don't like, and I said this yesterday, I don't like reporting things that I believe are clickbait. But also, I can't ignore them because I remember the Pepe situation and everyone said that was clickbait and then we signed him. So if I'd have sat there for 2 weeks while everyone made content on Pepe And I'd said, nah, that ain't going to happen. And then next minute, he's holding up the shirt. I've messed up on my own channel. So I've got to report these stories, but I will then give you my opinion on them. Do you know what I mean? Afterwards. So I don't want to, get people's hopes up with false, links and things like that. At the moment, it seems like we're looking at a lot of players without actually doing too much. French under-21 captain. Do you know what I mean? French under-21 captain for £7.5 million. Like, no. Yeah, he is immature. He is. But you get that sometimes with these players. He's 21. He joined Arsenal at what, 19? Imagine coming from the second division in France. No one's really heard of you. You've got no real international recognition. Next minute, you're at Arsenal. He did quite well in the first season in the Prem. Got quite a lot of appearances. You're on big wages now. You're in London. You got the big car. You live in the high life. Everyone knows who you are. You're in the French squad with Mbappe and all them. You're going to have a bit of an ego. And you're going to be thinking, I'm doing bits here, bro. I agree. I think he is a little immature and he probably went a little bit too far. But isn't that the job of managers to shape that immaturity and get them to structure that into the right way into their game? You hear it with a lot of players. They're immature or they're too aggressive. You need to do that as a manager and a man manager, Foden was hiring girls in a pandemic. You know what I mean? Look at Foden and Greenwood. That man was in, Iceland or something, doing all sorts. Jack Grealish was drink driving, smashing up his car. Kyle Walker was hosting mad parties at his house. And these are experienced footballers, Walker and Grealish. So, yeah, listen, he might have a bit of an attitude. Sometimes you have to sort that out, man. Look at Rooney, man. Rooney as a youngster, man, had grannies in the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see Ferguson saying, get him out on loan. Man said, just relax, man. Concentrate on your football and do your thing, bro. This is what I'm saying about these managers. Some of these managers nowadays, they don't want to take no responsibility, man. You're more than a coach. You're with these guys every day. Sometimes you've got to shape the way these guys handle themselves. You're more than a football coach. FC said, big up Big C. This Arsenal transfer saga is making me sick. I'd rather take another dismal start and get this fraud of a manager out. He is mismanaging bright talents. I hear you. I remember that Gil for Rooney. Yeah, Rooney was doing all sorts, fam. Them ones. He don't get kicked out, does he? Because he was doing... Yeah, Balotelli, man's letting off fireworks in his house. Paying for petrol at petrol stations, doing all kinds of madness. You get that with certain players, man. And these players nowadays have got even more of an ego because they're rich before you even know who they are. These guys at Chelsea on 20, 30, 40 grand a week, they haven't even played for the first team. Guys at Arsenal, these guys have probably got Ferraris and all sorts. So, it's different, man. It's part of football management. I just look at Arteta as one of them kind of boring guys who probably didn't do too much. Probably one of them goody two-shoes. So when someone steps out of line a bit, he can't keep up with it, man. Yo, Curtis, big up your damn self. Arsenal therapy really doing wonders. Oh, man, it is what it is, isn't it, man? I have to do this, and it's not even planned. Seriously, I planned on a calm one, but I went off. I had to. I can't believe the way we're acting and the way we're penny pinching, man. You know what I mean? But they don't expect us to penny pinch when they bring out 15 training kits in one season. You know what I mean? Yeah, 19-year-old Zlatan. I don't do auditions. Yeah, big chip on his shoulder. He don't care. Look at the career he had. And again, Wenger didn't want to sign him. Big up Reedy, man. He said, big up Big C. Appreciate that therapy, mate. If I don't laugh, I'll cry at the foolishness of this club. And that's what I try and do, I try and add a little comedy to the situation. I don't want to come on here too much and be ranting, raving, swearing and shouting. It's Arsenal. We're used to it right now. Let's be honest. If we ain't used to it, then I don't know what we've been going through because Arsenal have been doing this for 15 years. So I'm not surprised. But, I still have to talk about it, man, because they just baffle me. Greeny man said, you can't teach natural ability. Yeah, you can't. And there's no doubt. I think Guendouzi does have natural ability, but he just someone has to get hold of him and get into his mind and get him to behave. I think he actually really liked Emery, to be honest. I think Emery got the best out of it. Is the therapist Curtis at it again? Bro, rewind it. I went off for about 20 minutes at the start, man. I don't know where it came from, but it is what it is. Man said even Sven had a side thing while England was, yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bruv. Don't get too caught up. Some of these men are young, they're rich. You know, bruv, think about whatever age you guys and girls are now. Imagine being like 18, 19, and you're in the Prem and you're a millionaire and you're on 60, 70 grand a week, and you know you're a footballer and you're known by everyone. You're taking pictures and everything. Yo, it's gonna give you a bit of a mad boost. You might have a little chip on your shoulder, especially a lot of these players. They come from poverty, man. They come from poverty. Next minute they're in, Bentleys and stuff, man. You know, me at 18, 19, you give me that kind of money, boy, I don't know what would have been going on, Yeah, Guendouzi's got a kid now, no choice but to grow up, and I said that as well. Hopefully, it would add some maturity to him by having a kid and becoming a father, because you do have to man up when them things happen. I would have been out of control, bruv. It would have been mad. Imagine being rich at 18, bruv. It was crazy, man. And like you said here, I agree with this. You need players with rough edges in every team. You do. And one thing I say about Guendouzi, he had a lot of passion for Arsenal. He really did. I remember him, hanging out the car when we beat Tottenham, driving, out of the Emirates. The fans were loving it. Can't lie, I would be doing a madness. Come on, man. You know that. 18 millionaire. Yo, it would be mad. It would be absolutely mad. Big C, what's the best watch along this season? I don't know what my best one was, to be fair. I might actually do a best bits of the watch alongs, and put one out of that. Big up Big C, heard some rumours about Real Madrid looking for a swap deal. Tony Cruz and Aubameyang at no point. Tony Cruz old. He ain't got the legs for the Prem, man. Arteta is a control freak, too little freedom. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, Villarreal one. I knew you would have enjoyed that, innit? Because I was in pain that day. Benfica. Yeah, maybe Benfica. That was an epic one. I don't think I celebrated any game more than that last-minute goal. Another player, before we finish, people, before we round up. Frank Kessie. Now, I have to admit, this is a player that I would love Arsenal to sign, Over the last couple of years, this guy has improved drastically, in my opinion, as a player. I really, really rate this guy. This guy has got 12 months left on his deal at AC Milan. He's 24 years of age. And what I like about him, he's now added goals to his game as well. He scored 13 goals last season for AC Milan and led them to a Champions League place with 4 assists as well. He's wore the armband at times for Milan as well. He's been at Milan for the last 4 years after spending some time at Atlanta before that. He's an Ivory Coast international. Unai Emery tried to sign him when he was in charge. Arsenal have been looking at him for the last 2 years. Apparently, at the moment, he's unable to agree a new deal with Milan. 12 penalties. There you go. So maybe he doesn't score many goals, but still, penalty is a penalty. But I just think he's a fantastic player. I'm not just saying it because of that goal record. I watched him against United. I watched Milan a few times this year. And I think he's a quality player. 24 years of age. You put him next to Thomas Partey, I think we're really talking about a serious midfield here. 12 months left on his deal. Calhanoglu, who also plays for AC Milan, has come out today. He's on his way to Inter Milan on a free transfer. They've offered to nearly double his wages. He is on his way out. And how they've let him down to 12 months. And as you say, Ilyas, Ivan Gazidis businessman, letting top players at Milan run down their contract. He's a box-to-box midfielder. Very powerful. Very good. And like you said, 2 tanks in midfield. This one, it says that Arsenal have been in contact with his agent for the last few months. If he doesn't sign a new deal at Milan, then Arsenal will look to get him in. It's believed they want around £35 million for him. But with a year left on his contract, I can't see AC Milan getting that for him. I think he would cost less. I think you're looking at maybe 25 million. Gazidis messing up again, as he always did at Arsenal, letting players run down their deal and then selling them on the cheap. What I will say with that, I think other clubs will be in for him as well. Very, very good player. Neil said Frank Kessie is decent. But I prefer Basuma. Throw Torreira in the mix. Yeah, potentially. Would they take him? Brett said, seems everyone costs 35 million apart from our players. Yeah, everyone's 35 million, and then our players are like 7 million. Kroenke out, Arteta out. Listen, you know me. You know I agree with that. Lokonga seems to be happening. I mean, are we excited about that? Let's be honest. We don't know too much about the guy. I don't think he's even appeared for Belgium in this tournament so far. So it's not like we've got to look at him close up and kind of figure out what he's about. We're just going off hearsay and stuff like that. So we'll have to see with that one. But yeah, I think he's a good player. But yeah, be excited is a load of nonsense right now. Villa will steal him away from us anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Villa came in and signed him since they're buoying us so much at the moment. But yeah, in my opinion, a very good player. Locatelli is being linked with Liverpool. So that one doesn't look great for Arsenal. Big up One Rovers Vlog said, big up Curtis, keep smashing the content, bro. Thank you very much. Love the strong link the club have with African players, but AFCON ruins it a bit. See, the thing is, and I said this as well, and a few people said this in the comments, I think that Arsenal will, not just Arsenal, I think a lot of these players who are involved in the AFCON will struggle to get moves, especially for big money, because you're losing them for 4 weeks in January. Imagine if Arsenal had Frank Kessie and Thomas Partey in midfield. You lose both of them in January. They'll both go. You know, we'll lose Pepe. Aubameyang, as I said, I'm not sure if Gabon have qualified, but potentially you would lose a Kessie, Pepe, Partey, and Aubameyang. That is a big loss for potentially 4 weeks, you know. So we'll have to see. Locatelli will end up in Juve. Kroenke's are liars. Oh, massively, man, massively. Arsenal social media team can't even tag the right Instagram accounts when hyping up these overrated players. El Neni as well. I mean, hopefully we've got rid of him, but Gabon did qualify. So there you go. Aubameyang will be there as well. Yo, Big C, did you hear Zach Medley isn't signing the contract? Yeah, he signed for a team in Belgium. Strange situation with Zach Medley. He's been at Arsenal for years, and, you know, he was always like the highest rated defender in the academy, but yet we never seen this guy play for the first team. It didn't make sense. But we'll have to see. What else we got? Apparently Saliba has dyed his hair blonde. That'll probably end his Arsenal career. You know what I mean? Thingy, Arteta will look at that blonde hair and just say, no, that's it. He's finished, mate. Blonde hair, we're not having him back. And I just said, if it makes sense, Arsenal won't do it. Curtis Short. Bro, I'm telling you, quote me on it. Quote me on it. If it makes sense, we won't do it. We'll sign Sander Berge from Sheffield United or something. Do you know what I mean? We will end up with Xhaka next year, probably. Aubameyang swap for Sterling. Bro, they got bigger and better fish to fry. They're trying to buy Harry Kane for 100 million. They ain't coming for Aubameyang. No disrespect to Auba, but he's 31, you know? Them two behind you, if only, bro. Even one of them. Just give me one of them right now. And it sorts out mid. Can you imagine Patrick Vieira next to Thomas Partey? It would be mad. Blonde like Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka's gone blonde. These are all going blonde. Do you think we can sign Well, I think he'll end up at a Champions League club, I got to be honest. Ben said, Big C, don't believe the 250 million war chest nonsense. They said the same thing in 2015, and then we only signed Peter Cech. I told you, I will never trust them on that. Any watch-alongs? I haven't decided yet. I may do the Holland game. The fixtures aren't amazing today, I got to be honest, in the Euros. Obviously, you got Holland against North Macedonia. And then you've got Finland. The fixtures aren't great today. We'll have to see. By the way, just a little side note. I keep getting these notifications, man. Crypto is just crashing through the floor at the moment. For anybody who invests, man, crypto is scrambling right now. But that's a whole other stream. We'll get into that another day. But yeah, well, you got North Macedonia v Holland, Ukraine, Austria, Finland, Belgium, Russia, Denmark. Not the most exciting. I got to be honest. It's probably Czech Republic, England tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'll be on just before for that one. But we will have an Arsenal stream in the day as well. Warned you, brother. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm telling you, Fran, he knows his crypto more than me. But yo, I'm just keep getting notifications saying it's down 10%, it's down 8%. You know, that stuff is crashing through the floor. Just keep hold. Yeah. What choice have you got? You know? Told you crypto, Denmark, Russia. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know if there will be a watch along today. I have to admit, I'm picking and choosing wisely with the Euros watch alongs, man. I don't want to just stream games that I've got no enthusiasm for. Big C, I think Arsenal has spoken to Basuma's agent. He wants the Arsenal move, so Arsenal isn't stressing. Arsenal haven't got time to do that, though, bro, because all it takes is a Liverpool or Man City to go, do you know what? Actually, we'll go and get Basuma. All of a sudden, it's out the window. Arsenal are in no position to sit there and act arrogant in the sense of like, oh, Basuma wants the Arsenal move, so what we'll do, we'll come back and sign him later on in August. It doesn't work like that. I got a message yesterday. A guy said to me, right, he said, Curtis, you're panicking. Arsenal will sign players after the Euros. We have plenty of time. So I said to him, listen, the Euros finishes in mid-July. The season starts in August. So are you telling me you trust Arsenal to get rid of all those players and get all those players in within the space of 4 to 6 weeks? You've got to start doing your transfer business now. Also, you have to be aware that we're the team playing catch-up. It's not like we finished fourth and we're climbing up the ladder. We're behind those teams, so we should be acting quicker than those teams. But hey, it is what it is. Arsenal won't buy. Just wait to re-enter. It's sale time soon, brother. If we break 30, we are going to mid-20s. Boy, Bitcoin, man. But hey, let's have a look. What else you got before we get out of here, people? Get your final questions in and comments. Curtis, do you see a style of play under this fraud manager? Do you even enjoy our games? First of all, I don't enjoy our games. I enjoy moments in the games. I think we're moments FC. You get a little moment from an Aubameyang, a Saka, a Pepe, someone like that. I think his style of play is what Pep plays at Manchester City. He wants inverted fullbacks. He wants centre-backs who come and get the ball. He likes playing with a striker that drops in and links up play. But we just do not have the team to do it. So you can say, I want a Ferrari. But if you've got a Fiesta, you can put suicide doors on it, but it still ain't a Ferrari, bro. It's still a Fiesta. So he can want to play Manchester City Pep style of football, but you ain't got a centre-back as good as Ruben Diaz in Rob Holding. You ain't got a ball-playing centre-mid like Kevin De Bruyne. You ain't got a winger, that scores as many goals as Sterling or these wingers that they've got. So I think he wants to play like Manchester City, but we just haven't got the players, and he isn't a good enough manager to implement that into this team. So he needs to have a plan B. Fiesta with a nice spoiler. That's all we are. Little boy racer, Connect said, bro, why do you support a ish club like Arsenal, a club that is crumbling inside out? Because we love to see you wailing. And bro, you know what it is? When you support a football team, man, you're just connected with them emotionally. And I couldn't go and support another team now. I would have no feeling or emotion for them. So it just doesn't work like that, Arteta be like, City have Ruben Diaz, Arsenal have Ruben Diaz. Yeah, we'll dress it up, man. Do you know what? One thing I'm not missing is the press conferences from Mikel Arteta. I've got to be honest, man. He doesn't half talk some waffle. I'm lucky to not be listening to his rubbish. The club chooses you, really. Yeah, you just get emotionally attached as a young kid. Curtis, there was a message making its rounds the other day where it said it wouldn't be surprised if we were bro, we've been linked with everyone else, you know what I mean? I miss his press conferences. Nah, not me, bro. I don't miss them at all. Curtis, would you give up Smith Rowe and money for Grealish? Yeah, I would, I'm just going to keep it 100. I would. That would be a horrible deal because you're giving up a younger player, but there's never any guarantees of how good a young player is going to be, even though he's a very good player already. But Jack Grealish would just come in and make instant impact. So, yeah, I would do that. I would do that. Let's have a look. 100% I would. Yeah, I just couldn't. I'd have to do it. I need the here and now. Jack Grealish right now is a monster in the Prem, so I would. Junior Gunner said Curtis Lokonga looks bang average. I mean, there you go. There you go, man. Everyone's had a look at him, I suppose, on YouTube, and that it's hard to tell, innit? I remember when we signed Sonoga, I went on his videos on YouTube, and I seen him lobbing the keeper, and that I thought, he looks a decent player, you know, bit Adebayor-ish, tall, bit quick, and we all know what he was, you know, a postman, basically. McKeel says, clip it. Bruv, let's be honest, man. If someone said Smith Rowe and 40, 50 mil for Grealish, we'd do it, man. Let's be real. We would do it. Remember 92 million for Lamar. Again, more PR. We need a statement transfer. I agree with that. I agree. We need somebody that excites everyone, lifts everyone. Yeah, Lokonga, okay, you can get him through the door as an addition, but we need more than that. We need bigger and better. The funny thing is Arteta thinks he's doing a good job. He does. Just give us one statement signing this summer. You know, Grealish or Maddison for me is the one we can get. Grealish, I don't think we got no chance. But Maddison, I think we can get him. I think if you put 60 million on the table, I think Leicester would take it. Every year, Leicester tend to sell one big player to raise funds. They've just built a new training ground. I think they would. You know, he got benched towards the end of the season, had a few discipline issues. And listen, I think he's the one we could go for. You know, they sold Chilwell and Maguire the 2 previous summers. And I would take Maddison. But hey, we'll have to see. People, thank you very much for your brilliant support and tuning in. Thank you for getting me past 27,000. It's much appreciated. Onwards and upwards. Can we hit 30k by the start of the season? I'll let you know if I'm going to do a watch along today, but I think it will probably be the England game tomorrow, 8 o'clock kickoff. But I'll be back 2 p.m. tomorrow for your latest Arsenal content. Big up everyone for tuning in. Smash a like. Over 1,300 of you in here. Can we hit 1,000 likes? Subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your day. And let's hope Arsenal sign some players. Take care, everyone. Bless.